Hello again, everyone. Going to be starting a new project today. This is a 68 Chevy Pickup. Pretty nice looking truck.
Carbureted engine. Runs good, but very cold natured with just a typical carburetor. So we're going to install electronic fuel injection on this truck. Of course, go with a new fuel pump, new gas tank.
You'll notice we had the bed already off the truck. We're going to have to change the fuel tank. And right now it's in the stock position, which is behind the seat. And this is a new tank that we have here. See, it comes with the bolts, nuts, the straps to hold it up. Complete tank. Already has a hole for the stock fuel pickup and sending unit. And there's the filler cap. We're going to mount it right here between the frame rails to rear the truck. And it shouldn't be too complicated a job to do that. We have to take out this spare tire support, and those straps will go across the tank from side to side, and you get bolts to put on one side. Then you get these hook bolts, whatever you want to call them. You drill a hole on each side of the frame, and they go on the other side to tighten up the two straps. So that's how the fuel tank will go in. Is we're going to take that old carburetor off. We're going with this new fuel injection system. You can see it looks just like a stock carburetor. Mounts right where the stock carburetor is, but it's electronic fuel injection. And of course these are all the plugs for the electrical portion of it to make it work. You get a little handheld computer with it. You can set idle speed and different settings with that. So pretty neat setup. Then we will have to mount an electronic fuel injection pump in the tank itself. Here's the new fuel pump we'll be putting in the tank. That's what the top of it looks like. And then here's the pump itself that fastens to it at the bottom. We'll probably mount it right in here, this general location. That way it will clear the support on the bed. We have a couple of supports we've got to make sure we don't interfere with, but we'll probably mount it kind of like that. And that'll be the fuel pump to make this critter work right here. This is a stock sending unit. Was also the fuel pickup with the mechanical fuel pump, but we'll just plug that off. It won't be used, but we will be using the sending unit. That way the fuel gauge will work like it should. And this is the fuel cap. It'll mount in the bed of the truck. And you attach the hose to that, and then that attaches to the top of the tank. So we'll have to cut a hole in the bed of the truck for that. But it should be a pretty neat setup when we get it all finished.
Lots of work to do on this truck. It's gonna take us a while to make all these changes. Here's the engine. Clean looking engine compartment. Of course, has the old standard carburetor. We're going to be changing all of that. It'll be fuel injected when we get finished with it.
Lots of work planned, and we're going to be showing you how we do it as we do each part. First thing we're going to do today is work on this fuel tank. We're going to have to do some prep work to get this fuel tank put in, but should be able to get it done in not too long a period of time. This is my first time putting a fuel tank in the rear of a truck like this, so I'm going to learn too as we go, but we're going to go ahead and get started and see how it works out. here's one rivet we got to cut out, and the other one is right here. So we're going to do that from the bottom. I do have the truck on the lift, but by having the bed off, it's kind of front heavy, so I plan on putting a strap from here across the frame to the other side, cinch it down to the lift arms where it won't move, but I haven't done that yet, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut these with the way it is. Well, that went pretty fair. So got the brace out. Now the only thing I'm kind of concerned about is these exhaust brackets. I may have to bend it out of the way. Then we'll see if the tank will set up in there. Well, after doing some measuring, this side, this bracket's definitely in the way because the tank will come probably up to about here, the flange of the tank. So take that bolt out and just let that bracket hang loose for right now. See how we can put it back. Well, I had the exhaust pipe pulled away from the frame as far as I can. Got a rope tied around the wheel there just to hold it. So I'm hoping the tank will fit up in there. The two mounting holes in the tank at the end here, those two, they should line up with this hole and this hole on each side. So we're going to try that and see if it'll set up in there. Well, the right side, it's going to line up. You can see the hole, both holes are lined up. But this side, different story. Well, I loosened that exhaust bracket right there and got it pulled away using a rope there. The tank's lined up and the hose, all four holes will work. So we'll see if I can figure out how to put the straps on it. Okay, I have the two brackets underneath the tank and I've put the bend in them. I can't really put the bolts up through the bracket and the tank and the frame, because then the tank wouldn't come out if you ever wanted to take it out. And when you had the bed back on, that would be hard to get to. I suppose you could, but it would be easier just to use the two straps to hold it up against it. So I don't know, I'm going to experiment some more and see how it looks. Well, I have a bolt on this side right there and a bolt right there. So the tank is bolted in. Figure out how to mount these straps. I'm assuming they're going to have to mount right on the edge of the frame here. Okay, I've determined that the strap goes exactly in line with the bolt I have put in the tank and goes in line with this hole over to the frame. The center of the hole and the strap is 3/4 of an inch from the edge, so I'm going to drop over 3/4. I'm going to bore a 3/8 hole for the first strap, and then I don't know how I'm going to get to this one. The exhaust pipe in the way, but we'll figure something out. Okay, I have just a 1/4 inch hole bored. That's where the strap will mount, and then I'm going to take a 3/8 bit now and drill it on out to the correct size. There's one hole drilled, so we're ready for that strap to be mounted on this end. I'm going to go ahead and do that, then I'm going to go to the other side and see where that hook bolt goes. Right, there's that strap mounted. And just go against the tank and then go to the other side with that hook bolt. Okay, there's the strap. Now bend it here at the end kind of in the position it needs to be. So the hook bolt goes through here. When you tighten it, that should tighten that strap up going across there. Looks like it's going to work, but let me bore another hole and we'll see. Okay, I got the 3/8 hole bored for the hook bolt. Let's see if it fits. Alright, I think that'll work. The strap will go up here on it. Tighten it up. I think that's going to work fine. Got the one strap done. You see it's mounted across the tank there. That hook bolt, you just tighten it up and that'll hold it up in there. So I'm going to work on the other strap. It's going to be a bear with all that exhaust in the way, but we'll try to get it on there. And then we'll take everything out. Got to do some undercoating before we mount the tank permanently. All right, I'm going to work on this other strap. Well, that went pretty well. Got the other strap on. Still don't know about this exhaust. It might fit back in the original hole it was in, but we can figure that out. The straps really look good. They tighten right up. I will turn that one around right there and put the bolt head down. It'll look better. I did on the second one I put in right there. So. And with that, we're out of time. That's all for part 1. We appreciate you watching our videos, so please stay tuned for part 2.
We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, and we'd love it if you would subscribe to our channel. Thanks.